Hi everyone. I have a question for you. So what's better and more creative than making glass snowmen? How about glass puppies? Yes, glass puppies. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful glass puppies from fish bowls, glitter, snuggly socks, vinyl, and glue. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get to it. Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa S of By Vanessa S and welcome to my channel. And if you have been here before, welcome back to my channel. You know how this goes. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell because you definitely do not want to miss videos as they are released. So I love making things that are different. And last year, during the holidays, the snowmen were all the rage. And I made some, and I did a video on it. But I wanted to do something different this year. I wanted to do something that was different, but fun, and I wanted something that people would just get giddy about. Not just children, adults alike. And these little puppies are adorable, and they can be given as gifts. They can be used for home decor. You can change them up for different times of the year. I mean, it's just adorable, and it's just something that I decided to do. I wanted to be creative, and I was thinking out the box. So let's get to this. To make this project, you will need 2 glass bowls. Again, I get them from Dollar Tree, the little fish bowls, and they come in 2 sizes. They come in small and large. I find that the smaller ones are easier to work with, especially when it comes to using the socks. So you'll need 2 of the small fish bowls, or whichever size you want. You need a pair of snuggly socks, any color that you want. You'll need some glitter, glue, polyacrylic, and the glue is for something else. You need glue and polyacrylic. You'll also need some Cricut vinyl and a cutting machine, something like a Cricut Maker or one of the Cricut Explorers, something to that effect. These little puppies are so cute. I just found these to be the best, and I made so many of them. I don't even know how I'm going to give them away, but because they're so cute. But anyway, so to get started, the first thing you want to do is I put an alcohol pad or use some alcohol to clean the fishbowl vases. So I cleaned them. Once I'm finished cleaning them and they're dry, completely dry, I squirt some polyacrylic into the bowls. Once I have the polyacrylic in the bowl, I swirl the bowl around to get the polyacrylic to adhere to the entire bowl. And then I place the bowl upside down. Now I use yogurt cups because they fit really well inside the yogurt cup, but they don't stick to the bottom because they're raised. So I'll put the polyacrylic in the bowl, swish it around, get the polyacrylic all the way around the bowl. Then I will dump the polyacrylic out into the little cup, and I'll let it sit there until it turns translucent. You'll see it. It's going to be kind of clear, and that's when you know it's ready for the next step. Now, once I have the polyacrylic in and it's turned a clear translucent color, that's when I'll add the glitter. And you can use any color glitter that you want. I used a combination of the fine glitter and some I used the chunky glitter. But if you use chunky glitter, you also want to mix some of the fine glitter in there as well so that you can get good coverage around. It doesn't matter what color you use. You just want to make sure you have good coverage. Once you get the glitter into the bottom of the bowl, You want to swish it around a little bit. The reason that you're doing that is so that it doesn't clump at the bottom. Then you do the same thing as you did with the polyacrylic. You start to twirl the bowl around so that you can get the glass covered. And then after it's covered, you pour it out. Now you pour it out and then you put the bowl upside down. The reason that you do that is so that as it is drying, the excess glitter is going to fall into the bowl. I dry my bowls for 24 hours. And this way you give the polyacrylic along with the glitter, you give it time to dry. And that's what you want. If you mess with it too early, it can become too messy. So just once you put the glitter in the bowl and turn it upside down, just let it sit there. Now, if you do it overnight or do it and then you have like 8 or 9 hours, it's okay to take the bowl and turn it upside down or turn it back right side up. But you still don't want to try to decorate it or anything. You want to give it a full 24 hours before you do so. So now that the bowls are completely dry, I can start with the assembly. So to assemble, you will need glue. And you want to use a commercial grade adhesive type glue. Now I use the E6000 commercial glue. And I like it better than the regular E6000 glue or any other glue that I have used because it adheres a little bit faster. And so I like it better. But here's the thing, and this is a warning for you. This is definitely a warning, and I want you to pay attention to this. This glue is toxic. The fumes are heavy. It doesn't look like it from the outside, but it is. The fumes are toxic. So this is a glue. If you use this, you must wear a mask. For safety reasons, you must. You must. I can't stress that more because the fumes are definitely strong. You also want to have a highly ventilated location. So if you are working in your garage, like I do most of the time, I do most of my crafting in the garage, I will raise the garage door at least halfway up. Also, you want to have on gloves. You do not want that glue to get on your skin for any amount of time. To put the glue onto the bowls, you can do it in several ways. I tend to like to put the glue on the bowl that I'm attaching, the top bowl. So you're going to take one bowl and turn it upside down so the open part of the bowl is on the bottom. And then you're going to take the second bowl and take the open part of it, put the glue around it, and then stick it on top of the other bowl. I like the smaller bowls because they have a rim. Now, another little trick that I do is I have a brush, a paintbrush, a small paintbrush. And I will take the excess glue because once you put the top bowl on top of it, of the bottom bowl, you might find some of the glue starting to run. So what I do is I take a paintbrush and I will paint in, just to fill in the excess glue around the sides of the bowls. And this just gives it an extra layer of adhesive. Sometimes I'll even add more. If I see that there's a spot that might need just a little bit more glue, I will add a little bit more glue to it and then just use the paintbrush to fill it in. Once you have the top and the bottom adhered together and you're sure that it's secure, I would just leave it and let it dry completely overnight or again for 24 hours. Now you can start with the fun part, and that is adding the faces and whatever else you're going to add. And so in this case, I made faces for them as well as little buttons, and I made paws. Now in Design Space, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of images, and you can use whatever prompt you want, whether it's dog faces, puppies, dogs, and you can find a face that you like. I even have one that's a panda and it doesn't look like a panda. It looks like a dog to me. So I used it, but find a face that you like or find faces that you like and use that one. As you can see in a couple of mine, I have faces, puppy faces that have glasses. I have puppy faces that have different, a pink tongue. What I did for the buttons is I used paw prints for the buttons and created the buttons. And I put paws on each side to resemble hands. Once you decide what your faces are going to be, cut them and print them with your Cricut cutter or whatever type of cutting machine you use. But I use Design Space and I use my Cricut Maker 3 as well as my Cricut Joy for this project. I had a hard time choosing just one or two faces, so I made about 8 or 9 because it is kind of addictive. They are so cute. Once you get the faces together and you know what you want to put on your bowls, of course you print them out. I use vinyl. I use black vinyl and white vinyl. And for the tongues, I use pink vinyl. And then for the glasses, I just use different color vinyl that I had that I felt would be an asset to the whole ensemble. Once I have the face and the paws and the buttons on, the next thing and the last thing to do is to put the hat and the scarf on. So the hat and the scarf are made from socks. And Dollar Tree during the holiday season, or actually they have them now, Dollar Tree has these socks called snuggables. And so all of these socks that you see are snuggables, and I got them all from Dollar Tree. And so you take one sock and you put that sock on the head as a hat. And then you take the other sock and you cut it. And you want to cut it long ways. And then you cut it, a piece of it, and that's what you're going to make the scarf out of. So you cut it all the way to the end of the sock, but then you're going to cut another piece of it to make the scarf, and you can make it as thick or thin as you want. I choose to go with medium, and then I stretch it. Once you have the hat and the scarf on your little glass puppy, you're done. Now, there's one more thing that you can do to elevate this project even more, and that is to add tea lights or lights underneath the bottom bowl. I can tell you that it changes the element drastically. It's beautiful, especially if you have bright enough lights. So because the glitter is a little bit darker, and if you use dark glitter like I have used, black and navy blue, red, you need brighter lights. And so the Christmas lights, the bright lights that can be used, like little string lights, I wouldn't so much go with a tea light unless that tea light is bright. But little string lights or something that have multiple lights or a brighter light, you can pop that underneath. And all you have to do, you don't have to attach it to anything, just put it down onto your surface and put the little globes on top of it. And I tell you, they are so beautiful. They are so luminescent and so beautiful. And I love them. And so once you do that, you are absolutely done. And you have these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful puppies made from fish bowls using glitter, fish bowls, and socks with vinyl. It's easy and it's beautiful.